The beard was cool, but it was sort of not cool. It was not working for me, so gave me the right irrits yesterday.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Bit of a change from sitting doing nothing, just looking out the window.
Yeah. Here we go again. It's the routine of getting the van and the truck all hooked up, and we're shifting today. It's clouded over here, which is, must be some rain about, which is good. They could always do with rain out here. We're heading to Lightning Ridge via Fallon. Fallon is on the way there. It's about 70 clicks from us, and it's got some silo art. So roundabouts in the country there where they've got wheat silos and things like that. They get local artists in. They commission big works of art to highlight the community, and travellers go around, and yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, so we're packing up and we'll be on the road, and probably next time I'm talking at you, we'll be in Fallon. Keep working, you. She is. I'm cheeky. South, I knew that. And cotton. Acres upon acres of cotton.
The biggest farm in the area,
yes,
is called Cubby Station.
Cubby.
And it's 293,000 acres. That's big.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have wheat silos, grain silos, and whatever else. Let's just put it in the bin silos. And the big concretey things that stick up on the side of railway tracks and roads and the like. And what they've done is they've painted murals on them. So local communities get together and they come up with a plan of what they want to show, and they paint them all up, and they look absolutely spectacular. So we just stopped and got a couple of images of the grain silos here at Fallon.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very nice. There's 4 uprights, and Lee will put some footage in there, but there's just some beautiful outback scenes of the beautiful sunsets that you're going to get here. Some of the local parrots and the river and the gums, and the stockman doing his thing with the sheep, and there's just grain everywhere and lots of dust. So we're travelling between Fallon and Dirrambanji, and then Dirrambanji to Hebel, and then Hebel to Lightning Ridge. So we're taking one of the back roads today. Everyone has a role in a partnership. So if you're travelling with a couple of buddies, you'll default to what you're good at. I do the driving pretty well, but the navigation and working my way around sheets and other pages and sub-menus just does my head in, and I actually get car sick if I'm actually looking down at a map trying to navigate. And Lee's always done the navigation. She's just good with computers. Welcome for Dirrambanji. So it's our first afternoon in Lightning Ridge, and we've had about 35 degrees all day, and it's looking rather green.
There's a big storm coming.
Yeah, we think there's. I think we're going to get smashed. It's looking pretty gnarly over there. That's the campground. Got some rain coming. we're doing the orange car door tour out of Lightning Ridge, the Ridge, and you've been here a while. This is Garwin, and this is the club in the scrub. So we're just we're with Blinky, club in the scrub, just stopping in, have a look, continue on our way. It's pretty ramshackle. I think the miners have just made this up, so it's pretty groovy. Here you go. Look, it's got a kids' playground. Inside it's like a bar. But I think it's the local miners have just all clubbed together. Sorry. And they've made this place. It's really cool. It's really well done. Eclectic and ramshackle and organic and freaking hell, it makes me feel like I'm back in Saudi.
Usual, isn't it?
I don't think so. You know, this reminds me of just a bar in Saudi. Awesome. So there you go. What do you reckon, Blinky? Thumbs up?
Outback thumbs up.
Outback thumbs up. Leanne?
Yeah, cool.
Like it?
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of a bar in a place very sandy where alcohol is forbidden. But that's another story. So we're going, don't know, where we going next, Lee?
Going to the Glengarry Hilton.
The Glengarry Hilton and
to Sheepyard Inn.
then the Sheepyard Inn. What a place, amazing. We come across the local community's memorial. It's a war memorial and it's a general memorial to those people that have lived, worked and died out here on the opal fields. So the second stop that we've had today is the Sheepyard Inn, and that's on the Garwin fields. There's a couple of people on Royal Enfields. So there's an old carriage there and a few people sitting down having a couple of beers, and it's pretty dang good. Pretty interesting. And I thought Alaska was quirky. If you're in the area, come out and have a look, because it's just another side of life. Just across from the Sheepyard Inn is the world famous bra tree, and there's bras of all sizes and styles.
We were told it's legal in New South Wales to mine land if the owner gives you permission and it's not government or has a claim already on it. The miners have built their homes right next to where their land leases are, and there's heaps of dirt that they've brought up while they're looking for opal. They just leave it right next to their homes.
Yeah, I know, I've taken my hat off and it's sunny and got no hair. We are at the world famous Glengarry Hilton, accommodation and meals. So you can come out here and stay. So we're going to have a quick look in there and get ourselves back to the Ridge. Anyway, Lee's been gone for an hour doing a mine tour, so I've just been around the camp tidying up a little bit. So I'll go and pick her up now and we'll see what she's seen. Be interesting.
Yeah, so he's owned it for over 30 years, but he hasn't made all that much money out of opal mining. The old timers didn't leave much behind for him, and we're up in the sandstone at the moment. There's no opal usually in the sandstone. It's in a clay level below this one where those steps head down. So Ron Cameron, our artist, he's actually dug this whole level out over 24 years just to do carvings.
Wow.
No other reason. Done it all by hand, all by himself. Now, basically, he's done it out of boredom. They're not finding opal. Back in '97, he hand cut those steps all the way from the surface by himself. He actually did it as a bet with one of his mates. It ended up taking him 6 months, and he won $100 in the bet. So It wasn't the best bet he'd ever done, but first chamber, yeah. His humble beginnings, and he just got better and better as he went along. Now, we do ask everyone if they mind not touching the carvings themselves, but anywhere in between, there's a bit of sandstone is fine. Everyone likes to feel what the sandstone's like. It does tend to powder and dry away as it dries out.
It's quite cool down here.
Yeah, you're looking probably around 14 to maybe 20 degrees all year round. And once you've got open shafts, everywhere there's a caged area here, there's an open mine shaft behind it, an old mine shaft, and that's where the dirt goes back up again. Now, everywhere of those along the way, there'll be tunnels joining them, what we call drives. The more shafts and drives that you have, it just creates its own airflow. So this is all natural fresh air. We don't pump
very
the air
comfortable.
down. Yeah. Hercules, he estimates it took him about 10 hours each to do those. All he did, chop the rough shape out with a little hand pick, and the rest has all been done with a knife and fork. Basic lunch tools.
Domestic with a knife and fork.
That's it, yeah. You can still see the fork marks all the way around it. Now, Ron being English, the old bone handle butter knife, that's his favourite. Sheffield steel's the best, he reckons. In the early days, he used to use a leather work glove to smooth them off. You can see as you rub them, it tends to powder away a little bit. In later years, he found steel wool was a lot faster and a lot easier. Now, it took around 8 years to do the first 2 chambers. It was only a muck around in the early days. He'd go mining in the morning, come up in the afternoon, have a little bit of a play, just like a hobby.
Now, my father first came up here when I was about 3 years old. He kept coming up. He went home one year and Mum said, look, either we go to Lightning Ridge for good, or you forget it. The old man couldn't forget it. We came up permanently when I was 6. It's a rectangular hand-sunk shaft. Nowadays there are contractors that will come and drill a hole for you. Dig a hole like that, the old fellas have used a crowbar, pick, shovel, hammer and gads. Gads is a star chisel. You'll hit it with your hammer. Turn it, hit it, turn it.
We've had a bit of dinner, and it's melting down here, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely streaming.
We got a bit of a fright during dinner,
The thunder is that loud, it sounds like it's outside the window.
which it probably is. Another day, another silo that's all painted up. So we're at Canamble, painted by the same artist who has a gallery back in Lightning Ridge. Beautiful. It's got stars and Major Mitchell galahs, Aboriginal artwork, and just traditional colours. That's awesome. Love it. You can actually travel around the whole country checking out the silo art. I think it's great. Perfect canvas for people to showcase their artwork, and it gets people into the town. That's a lovely one, that is. Right, we're just tiki touring our way down to Dubbo, and we've just pulled off at a tiny little town called Galagambone. Yeah, it's a tricky one. We're just in the back streets. There's another silo, and you can see the beautiful kingfisher painted on the silo. It's a really nice one. Kingfisher just boop, and he's ducked down below the surface of the water. He's grabbed a wee fishy, and I think it's really cool. So we're just going to stop, grab a bit of lunch.
We enjoyed our surprise visit from Blinky and our time in Lightning Ridge. We found out how the town got its name with the thunder and lightning storms here. Please consider liking, subscribing and sharing our movie with your family and friends. Until next time in Dubbo, take care.